Memorial Day weekend is one of the busiest travel periods of the year, and this holiday weekend looks like it may be one of the busiest on record. Joining us now for today's 12 Talk is Clay Ingram from AAA Alabama. Clay, 44 million people expected to travel this weekend. Why are more people traveling this year than we've seen before?
Yeah, we're expecting 2024 to potentially be the busiest travel year of all time. And as you mentioned a minute ago, this Memorial Day travel weekend could be the busiest of all time. We're going to be pushing the record that's currently held by 2005. And I think what we're seeing is just a little bit of pent-up demand still, kind of the COVID hangover, if you will. People are finally kind of ready to get out and about, and they feel comfortable. Now that we've kind of turned the corner on the pandemic a little bit, and our population grows every year as well. So we're definitely back to pre-pandemic travel numbers across the board, and Memorial Day weekend is going to be a good indicator of that.
People concerned about inflation and gas prices. Where do you see those gas prices going this summer?
Yeah, I think we'll be very similar to what we saw last summer. Our gas prices right now for Memorial Day are $3.24 per gallon here in Alabama, and that's 2 cents a gallon less than it was just a month ago. Believe it or not, we've actually seen it drop a little bit, and I think we probably won't see too much change through the Memorial Day weekend, and then we'll probably see prices very similar to this throughout the remainder of the summer, and that's great news for anybody that's driving a car, because the less money we put in our gas tank, the more money we have to do other things.
Clay, millions of people traveling this weekend. What do people need to know if they're planning on heading out a little bit later on this afternoon or this evening?
I think the key to all of that is just planning ahead. Things like getting your car checked out ahead of time if at all possible. But if you don't have time to do that, at least take a few minutes and check your fluid levels, your wiper blades, your tire pressure, just some things like that that are quick and easy to check. And then plan ahead a little bit too, to have somebody else in the car handle all the administrative duties, I call it. Let somebody else hand out snacks and change the radio station and read the directions and answer the phone, so that the driver can keep his or her focus on the road at all times. Because with this level of traffic, your reaction time is going to be less, your margin of error is going to be less, and so your attention to detail becomes much, much more important.
With this much traffic expected in our area, what are the best times to leave, and then what are the best times to start heading back home?
Yeah, the worst part of the travel days, the whole weekend, are going to be sort of the heart of the day between 9 a.m. and 6 p.m. So if you can travel earlier in the day, in the mornings, or later in the evenings after those times, there's going to be a little less traffic for that. And of course, Saturday and Monday are the busiest days. So if you can travel on Friday today, or maybe Tuesday or even Wednesday of next week, you should see traffic that's a lot more driver friendly.
Any other tips or tricks for people heading out this holiday weekend?
Yeah, the best gas saving tip of all time is to be a more conservative driver. And what I mean by that is stay away from the speeding, the aggressive driving, the weaving in and out of traffic, and accelerating, decelerating. Just move over in the right-hand lane, slow down a little bit, maintain a more constant speed, and you'll not only save probably about 20% on your fuel expense, but you'll take some of the stress out of the trip, and you'll be a safer driver as well.
All right, Clay Ingram with AAA, thanks so much for joining us here for this 12 Talk. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Chad.